1, 2, and 3. I'm actually about to start now. All right, so card number 1. Oops. 4 swords reverse. When you get the 4 swords, the cards reverse, it's a time to remember that you have to relax. You have to breathe. You have to take time to exhale. The four of swords is a card of meditation, relaxation, and exhaling. It's required. This is a at days in rest kind of card, but when it's in reverse, it's saying that it's necessary and required for you to do it, but you're just not doing it. That you're doing everything. You're putting yourself into everything. You're saying, I can do this, I can do this. You're overbooking yourselves. You're overcommitting yourselves. It's a term, but you're not taking the time that you need to breathe out and to just have time with self, family, and things that matter to you most. And this is a card warning that if you do not do so and take needed times to breathe out and exhale and to not overbook yourself or overindulge into things that cause too much mental, exertion, it's going to happen yourself. Spirit or whoever your higher power is going to make you sit down somewhere. And during those cases, that's something that you just don't want to do. Stuff like this comes from sickness, mental exhaustion, aggravation of others. So things of this nature is saying like, it is a requirement for you to relax. Just breathe out. You're not going to miss anything. You're not going to miss opportunities. You're not failing yourself. You're not being lazy. You are taking care of yourself. This is the most proactive thing you can do for the betterment of what you have going on, for the betterment of what you desire ahead. You have to recharge at some point, or you will flatline in your efforts and things of that nature. And then you'll become aggravated. So the 4 of swords in reverse is reminding you, if you pick the first card, at days in rest, it's a time to take that needed rest that you feel it. You feel it draining you. You feel yourself like, I'm finna crash. You need to relax. You need to exhale, breathe, because the next adventure, the next journey, the next part of your phase of life is going to require your top self, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. But if you're not taking the time to relax, it's going to happen for you. Okay? Stay woke. All right. Card number 2. The Fool. If you pick the Fool card as number 2, this is a time where you're feeling rejuvenated, full of life and energy, and you're very excited about the endeavors ahead of you. But this is also to remind you, don't be naive in it. Ask all the questions, go forth in your thoughts and endeavors, but you should also make sure that you are not being led astray or led by fantasy, but you are grounded in reality. With the Fool card, this is a sign of a yes. If you're waiting for a question or an answer, this is yes. A Fool card is, should I make that leap or that jump for that new job or my own business? This is a card of yes. This Fool is a reminder that you have the joy. This Fool is a reminder of your inner self, to go to a time where you were most joyous, to go to a time where you felt more of yourself. The Fool card is a good sign of positivity, that things are coming your way and new things are going to begin for you, but you have to press forward and go through with what you're going to, but unlike the Fool, you need to have your eyes straight. You need to make sure that you are focused, because you don't want to fall off a cliff into nowhere. You want to make sure you know where you're going as you leap, so have a plan if you pick this Fool card. But this is definitely a positive affirmation, but it's also a warning to don't be naive in your pursuits. Make a plan before you leap, and then have some sort of idea of where you want to go as you leap or before you leap, but do not be bound by fear, okay? Stay woke. Stay woke. Card number 2. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. When you have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, this is a card of somebody trying to balance everything, and it's really becoming a struggle or starting to take a toll. This card is to remind you to find a middle ground, a level ground of balance for yourself, for your sanity, for your peace of mind, so that you can go forward and continue to do the things that you need to do. When you have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, this is saying that this imbalance will cause some kind of exhaustion or confusion or restlessness within yourself, and you'll be tired, and you'll be like, well, what's the point? No, you have to find the balance within all things that work for you, your spirituality, your energy level, and your life. Because if you don't find the balance, everything's going to be feeling imbalanced, basically. Your goal is to whatever it is, whether it's money and spirituality, money and life, money and income, whatever it is that you're trying to balance between the two, you have to find the middle ground so that you can have peace, because you're the star player. This is all about you. This is all centered around you. So when you create that balance in your life, you are going to be able to see a greater outcome. You're going to be able to see better results. Especially, this is pinnacle, so it's also in finances. So balance what you want and what it is that you have, so that what you need and how you can get it, so that you can achieve what it is that you want. Because you have goals and visions, you have things that you want to accomplish, but you have to find some sort of balance within your life so that they can keep going forward. Okay, stay woke. All right, all three of these cards. Well, I'll do these two. If you pick 2 and 3, the Fool and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, this is saying new beginnings are coming and endeavors, but without proper planning and things of that nature, you're going to be imbalanced. That you must find the balance and grounding of yourself so that you can move forward and do the things that you need to do. That as you leap, there may be issues of finances or a stability thing here, but you must ask all the right questions so that you will be okay, so that you will be all right. All right, stay woke. So the Fool and the Four of Swords in reverse. When you take the needed time that is required of you to relax and meditate and just exhale, you're going to explore new things about yourselves and new things that you love. And this is also a card to say to indulge in things that you like. It doesn't matter if anybody else likes it or not, but now is a time for you to get within yourself and just love what you find. Take leaps of faith and do things you wouldn't normally do. Do the things off your bucket list. If you don't have a bucket list, create a bucket list. This is also saying that time to rest is supposed to be a good time of optimism and things of that nature, but don't stay there too long or you'll get stuck and complacent in doing nothing. But this is a time, it's okay. It's not scary to just sit down and relax. And I know because of our American standards, we feel like if we're not doing anything every moment of the beat, we're worthless. No, that's social media imposing false sense of I'm always doing something, which some people are, but that may not be your narrative. So do what works best for you. And when you do that, things will manifest for you the way that they should be. And you'll find yourself feeling better, have a new spring of life and things of that nature. Okay. So when we take the time to meditate and just take the time to breathe and step aside from society and to get our mind things together, we will realize the imbalances that we have in our lives, and that we will be able to better create a plan to overcome them, to tackle them, because there will always be issues of imbalances and there will always be things that we do not understand. But the moment we take a breather and come back, we will figure out what the imbalance is and we'll be able to reverse it. Okay, all three cards. When we take the time to reevaluate ourselves, especially around this time of the year when we're about to enter into the full moon, 12 12 12 at 12 12, all those 12s, and we're about to enter the new year, it's time for us to reflect and to jump out on those moves that we have been hesitant about. It's time for us to fix the imbalances and make decisions for ourselves moving forward that we have been hesitant on, and to get rid of things that no longer serve us so that we can be the best versions of ourselves moving forward. From now forward, a lot of times we like to say, I'll start tomorrow because I did a shitty job today. But it's best to start right now at the moment of conviction so that you can fix it. The moment you don't want to fix it in the midst of that conviction, then you know what the issue is and that shadow work that you need to work on. And why can't I get up and do this? What's triggering me to do so? So this is a really good time of reflection, movement, planning as you move forth ahead this week. Stay woke. If you like this video, please let me know. If the cards are tuned to you, say stay woke. If the message is attuned to you, please stay woke. All right? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I love you. Have a great rest of the week. Love, peace, and, no, not soul, but have a great day.